Hello everyone and welcome back to another Korean movie review by EonTalk. I'm your host Ian, and today's video movie review will be on the new action thriller out of Korean cinema, Hostage: Missing Celebrity. Hostage: Missing Celebrity was directed by the first-time feature film director Kim-Soo and featured one of my favorite Korean actors, Jung-Min. What makes this movie so special and different is the fact that Jung-Min is actually playing himself in the film. The movie revolves around the premise that Jung-Min, the actor, is kidnapped by a group of criminals and is held hostage. Just that in itself had me intrigued and very fascinated on how they would play out the narrative. But before getting deeper into the review, let's first take a look at the detailed synopsis of the film. After a movie premiere, the famous actor Jung-Min is suddenly swept from the streets on his way back home. Thinking the event is a prank, the actor tries to stay calm, but he soon realizes the situation he's in and the fact that he's been kidnapped for ransom. The kidnappers demand a huge sum of money within 24 hours or they'd kill him and the other hostage. Jung-Min continuously tries to stay composed and uses all his skills to find a way out and escape from the situation, alive. Before getting into the review, I'd just like to give a quick shout out to ExpressVPN. If you're looking to access more Korean movies but don't know where to find them, I highly suggest using ExpressVPN to access more Korean content. By using ExpressVPN, you can bypass geo restrictions, meaning you can be from anywhere around the world and access the Korean Netflix. If you'd like to access more Korean content, be sure to sign up for ExpressVPN using my link in the descriptions or expressvpn.com/EonTalk and get 49% off an annual plan plus 3 extra months for free. Better yet, if you sign up and don't like the service, there's a 30-day money-back guarantee, meaning you can cancel anytime within the first 30 days. Okay, getting back to the review, I'd just like to say that I'll be giving my thoughts and opinions of the movie from here on out. Therefore, there may be minor spoilers or parts about the movie that you may not want to hear before watching yourself. I'm going to keep spoilers to a minimum, but please be aware of this. That being said, let's get right into what I found to be the good parts about Hostage: Missing Celebrity. The movie doesn't take long for the action to kick in. The intro is fairly quick and the kidnapping takes place within 10 minutes of the movie's start. Also, there were humorous scenes to keep the movie from going too serious. There weren't too much of the comedic elements, but just when it felt like it was needed, they had him. If you know me, Jung-Min is one of my favorite Korean actors, and he was great as always in this. In the production trailer, he stated that it was really hard to play himself and that a lot of people assumes that it should be easy to play oneself. However, he states that it's actually really hard as he's never actually been kidnapped before. But then again, I feel like that also doesn't really make sense either, as you can play the role as if you yourself were to be kidnapped. Like, what would you do if you were in the situation in real life? Nevertheless, he did a great job in the role, and who else better to play Jung-Min than Jung-Min himself? And because he played himself, it brought a new sense of thrill that's unseen in other movies. It brought a new element to the film, breaking the fourth wall in a way, or possibly the fifth or sixth, kind of like a hybrid or crossover between the movie world and real life. Anyways, it wasn't just Jung-Min that was great, but the other roles were casted very well as well. The main antagonist, Jae-Beom, was a perfect fit for the boss role, and his acting was chillingly good. There's something really freaky about him and his expressions. It's hard to put into words, but there weren't much expressions on his face, but that in itself put a chilling tone to the aura that he put out. A quiet but scary, total psycho character. Other notable performances were of Yoo-Mi, who played the other kidnapped person, who also starred in Young Adult Matters, and Kyung-Soo, Jae-Won, Kyu-Won, and Ho-Jung, other members of the kidnapping gang. They purposely casted lesser-known actors, as if you think about it, if they casted well-known actors, they'd have to also play themselves, like how Jung-Min is playing himself. You can't just have Jung-Min playing himself while the other actors aren't. For example, let's say if Kim-Soo, an actor that's known for his villain roles, were to play the antagonist role in this, he'd have to play himself, Kim-Soo, the actor, but he's not a kidnapper in real life. And thus, they casted lesser known actors that wouldn't contradict with the whole real life / cinematic universe. And for the same reason, Jung-Min's family weren't in the film, as his real wife and kids can't actually be in the movie. There also was a cameo appearance by Park Sung-woong, which was a good surprise as it was great to see him and Jung-Min reunited again after New World. References to that film, which was one of the best K movies in my opinion, and their relationship outside of the celebrity life were portrayed as well. Now that we took a look at what I found to be the good parts about Hostage Missing Celebrity, let's take a look at what I found to be the bad parts. There were some very obvious suspense points with the background music and camera angles and movements the movie had, which made it a little cringe and forced. I feel like they could have done a little better being less obvious in the emotions that they were trying to deliver. Moreover, the story itself wasn't anything very special. It had cliches and borrowed from a lot of other similar thrillers. Of course, like I mentioned, the whole cinematic universe hybrid with real life put a good element to the movie, but that in itself doesn't give the movie the credibility of having a good story, because at the end of the day, no matter how good of acting or cinematography the movie has, it has to have an engaging narrative. The movie dragged a little near the end, and I think this was the case because it felt like the story resolved, but started back up again a few times, almost as if it was repetitively showing a resolution, only to open the conflict back up. The duration of the film is only about an hour and a half, and for a movie with that runtime to feel like it dragged isn't a good thing. Definitely could have been better in terms of the progression. Hostage Missing Celebrity is a thriller slash chase slash crime slash action film that's a pretty good watch. The movie had a good balance of suspense and action, and the biggest positive of the film was the acting performances given by the cast members. Although it lacked in the story development and progression departments, the movie was still a decent action thriller. I mean, the movie starred Jung-Min, so that in itself calls for a watch. I'll give Hostage Missing Celebrity a ticket price value of $10. And that concludes today's review on Hostage Missing Celebrity. Thank you to everyone that watched till the end, and I hope this review has given you some insight into the film. If you've seen or are planning to watch the movie, I'd love to hear your thoughts about the film, so please leave a comment or join the EonTalk Telegram group and we can discuss over there. If you'd like to access more Korean content through streaming like Netflix, be sure to sign up for ExpressVPN using my link in the descriptions to get 49% off an annual plan. Please also don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video and would like more video movie reviews. If you'd like to go the extra step to support EonTalk, your support on the EonTalk Patreon would be very much appreciated. Once again, thank you to everyone that watched till the end, and I'll see you guys in the next one.